Hello. Listen. I know I said... I know. I know I said I was gonna do Donkey Kong. But like, what if I just did Path of Exile instead, you know? What if? Wouldn't that be crazy? So here I am. Doing Path of Exile again. I'm sorry. I'm having fun with it. It happens from time to time. Alright, so I did rework the character a little bit after last stream. Hardcore, solo self-found. Oh, I forgot to put that in my title. That's like the most important part. Alright, shut up, NPC. Get over yourself. Fucking, just pick it already. Oh shit, I have to name my character. Okay, whatever, he stopped talking. So I'm safe to edit stream title. There you go. Professional. I'll even put an H at the start because people are doing that for Harvest League. I'm not sure if people did that for previous leagues, but like I was seeing everybody with like HHC, and I was like, what the fuck is this extra H? Where'd this extra H come from? And then finally I saw someone with the title HSC, and I was like, ah, Harvest. The extra H is Harvest. So, there you go. That's set and done. Alright. Let me open up my Path of Builder. I'm actually remembering to do it this time. Although I still didn't do it before I started stream. Okay, so yeah, I changed the build in like a few very considerable ways. I was like, I don't know, it's really hard for me to build a character on stream. Like, the Slam one was fine, because it honestly wasn't that hard of a character to build. But I really, like, did not know what to do with Frostblades. I figured it out. I'm doing... So, I don't even know why the fuck I was considering damage conversion to fire. Like, Path of Builder just threw it at me, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's more damage, let's convert half of it to fire, but I much prefer the heavier cold damage, so I can do freezes, which are, like, offensively powerful, defensively powerful, like, very, very defensively powerful, because if you kill things while they're frozen, most on-death effects won't trigger, like porcupines, most notably. I switched to dual wielding, which is defensively a lot worse. Like, a lot worse. But the offensive power is, like, more than 4 times. So, that seems like a smart idea. And I'm also getting more defense out of it, because dual wielding has, like, innately faster attack speed, and there's a lot of, like, easy attack speed clusters on the tree near where I am, so the higher attack speed means that I am much more likely to freeze things, which in itself is very defensive. So even though I'm losing some block from swapping to no shield, I am gaining... I still have some block. I still have some. It's like, it's only, honestly, it's like 10% less block than with a shield, so it's not really that bad, actually. And, yeah, the extra attack speed lets me freeze way more frequently, so that seems like a good idea for me. And I also do, like, infinitely more damage, so win-win. The final thing that I did was I axed the energy shield equipment and went straight for evasion equipment. Reason being, like, there's a few reasons. One, without the shield, I really wasn't getting that much energy shield. It was like 500 instead of 1000 effective HP. So, made more sense for me to get the extra evasion out of that. But also, more notably, I actually looked at... Because I didn't realize that Path of Builder had Path of Building. I keep calling it Builder. What am I, dude? Fucking nerd. Doesn't even know how to say the nerd words correctly. So, Path of Building has, in, like, a... they call it a health pool, in quotations, because it tells you your effective health pool, which is, it's like your health pool multiplied by all of your, like, damage reduction and damage avoidance to give you an average of, like, how much damage can you actually take on average. So, like, say that you were taking, like, literally your entire health bar as damage on every single frame, like, how many hits of that could you survive? And on average, with the amount of evasion I had, I could survive... Let me check real quick. I could survive 24,000 damage on average. I mean, I have to say on average, because a lot of it is chance-based, because it, you know, my chance to not being hit is, random. Like, okay, so here's the thing, though. The most important thing is if I take, and I know you guys can't see any of this, but if I take Iron Reflexes, which converts all of my evasion to armor, I said that I was, like, on the fence on that, but it really is actually, like, much, much more sensible. Like, just directly, I can see that I have 29,000 instead of, like, the 24,000 or whatever I just said, effective hit pool. But more importantly, like, just to visualize in my head the numbers better, like, say you had a 50% chance to evade and a 75% chance to dodge, right? Because that's roughly what I was at. Roughly. Like, in my head, I was thinking... And maybe I should be thinking it this way, but, like, on average, it's a bad idea. So, the way it works is you evade first, and then it goes to dodge, I think. But it doesn't really matter. Like, the math is the same either way. So, if you have a 50% chance to evade and then a 75% chance to dodge an attack hit, the higher you raise, like, evasion... I'm not doing a good job of explaining this. Basically, if you're having two separate attempts of avoiding something, but both of those attempts are capped at 75, I think. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's more sensible for you to focus on one chance to avoid something instead of two. Reason being, like, my 75% dodge chance is great. You know, every single point of dodge is 1% higher actual avoidance chance. Whereas, if I have evasion and dodge, effectively, it's like my evasion chance is 25% effective, if that makes any sense. So, like, because I already have a 75% chance to dodge, that means I'm only failing that 25% of the time, right? So, only 25% of the time when I get hit does my evasion even matter. And I know I'm acting as if dodge happens first. I'm pretty sure evasion happens first, but like I said, the calculations are the same. It doesn't matter, just to make my point. If I'm only getting hit 25% of the time, like, every single percentage point of evasion I'm adding after that point is only, on average, taking 1/4 a percentage point of actually not getting hit, if that makes any sense. So, like, if I had 75% chance to dodge and 50% chance to evade, that's not, like, added onto 75%. That's not 125% chance to not get hit. It is the 25% chance that I do get hit divided by 50%, or divided by 2 times 0.5. So it's actually only 12.5% extra evasion. It's the most convoluted way of explaining how that works, but it's 12.5%. It's so, like, it is a quarter effective, right? Like, every single layer of evasion, like, say there were 3 layers of evasion, like, the final layer of evasion is always going to be capped in effectiveness by whatever the chance of being hit previously was. So, in that reasoning, because, I mean, obviously it still does make sense to a certain degree to boost both evasion and dodge, because, like, for how much evasion I had, it did get my chance to not be hit up to 90%, which is really good. But I think it's much better, since that was like 60 or something percent chance to evade, only bringing me up to 90%, up from 75% without any evasion, it makes way more sense to me to focus all of that evasion into damage mitigation for when I actually do get hit. So yeah, that's my explanation of math. I hope you enjoyed it. So that's why that's why I took Iron Reflexes. Anyways, moving on. Let's actually play this character, huh? Could be fun. Could be a good time. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see, Frost Blades. Oh, that's kind of hard to make a name derivative. Let's go with that. Close to Frost. Farasa. Yep. I'm aware. Look at that. It's not even taken. Gonna start me out with a bow. What kind of game is this? Oh, yep. Turns out you actually have to equip your skill gems. Who would have thought? God, it feels weird being back at the start. I can't believe it, man. I'm still kind of in disbelief that I died to the very first map I went into. It is hilarious. I'm not really... What is the chance to burn on this? If this skill ignites an enemy, yeah, 50% chance to ignite. I ran Burning Arrow. It's definitely a dead end up there. I ran Burning Arrow. God, I think actually at the start of Delirium? No, it was Metamorph. Yeah, it was definitely Metamorph. Because I wanted to see what it was like with the new changes, and not spectacular, to put it lightly. Burning Arrow is not spectacular. You know, I probably didn't build it amazingly. I have gotten, like, a lot better at building characters, even recently. But, yeah, I don't know. Burning Arrow didn't really cut it. Its single target was never that impressive. Sure. Sure, that makes sense. That I can't equip the thing that's a higher level than I can equip. Makes sense. Alright, so I'm not going to focus too much on projectile damage. I mean, that part is pretty much the same from the way I planned it yesterday. I don't think I changed damage too much, although I went for a little bit more chill and freeze and stuff. Oops. Split arrow, ice shot, frost blades. We got it already. Exciting news. I do still need a weapon, though. But yeah, I like focusing on projectile damage kind of... There are so many better things you can focus your damage on that increase both the melee hit and the projectile hit. Like just attack damage, the elemental damage from cold damage, just cold damage. So, yeah, getting % increased projectile damage isn't a priority. The only instance in where I get that is from the medium cluster jewel, and that is primarily just because I wanted the extra pierce, because that's like really, really strong. Getting pierce without a socket investment or without the what is it, Deadeye Ascendancy is really nice. I could get pierce from a unique, but that's also like you can't really guarantee that in solo self-found. That's one of those lucky things. Didn't even see the boss of this zone. Tragic. I feel faster already. Like, obviously, this build is going to be faster, but like, outside of my build being slow last time, I was inexcusably slow. I don't know why I was playing so slow. But I feel in it right now. I feel like I'm getting it. I don't know why, I probably have missed some, yeah, I missed some melee weapons. I just was not paying attention at all. Yo. Pierce support is actually decent for a little bit. Oh, well, I can't use it right now, but I'll hold on to it. Sure. Throw away the garbage. Out with the chaff. Yo, they did change the way this looks. This looks much different than the skill effect on the wiki. The homing is, like, much better than I thought it would be, too. No thank you. Don't wear the chromatic. Never wear the chromatic. Cold v cold. Who will win? So, on Path of Building, I get a rough idea that when I start generating some frenzy charges, what am I doing here? Yeah. When I start generating frenzy charges, ooh, nice cold damage. And when I get a lot more passive support for attack speed, I will be doing about 6 attacks per second, and each attack at roughly like 70,000 damage. So I should be freezing things very often. And also, each has a very high freeze chance on hit. Obviously, crits are 100% chance, but even without crits, I think my freeze chance was up to like 50-something. And with 6 attacks per second, that's basically like constant fucking freeze uptime, right? So that's going to be exciting. All in all, I feel much more confident about this build than the other build. And also feel much more confident about this build than the way I felt about it last night while I was building it. Alright, so very important, like very, very important. Yeah. No. I need to throw away all of these, because I am definitely going to accidentally plant these level 63 monster seeds and get myself killed. So just trash all of the tier 1s. It's not like they're valuable. Nope. It's not like they're valuable. dude throwing a, what are they called? RuneScape. What were they called in Falador? It's like the balloon party. I forget what it's called. Throw in one of those, though. I'm not even going to plant these seeds. I'm just going to toss them in the bin. The bin that's completely obscured. Holy shit. That is bright. I love that. These are all appropriate level, right? I didn't accidentally pick one up. Level 9, level 9, level 9. Okay. Thankful I don't have to rebuild all of my farming setup. Best way to put it. I felt like I had a better word lined up in my head, but my brain couldn't get it out in time. So we're gonna go with setup. I feel like I'm grooving along, though. Oh, come on, man. What are the odds that that is that exit? That exit is, like, always further up. Because that exit has to be farther away than the... Holy shit, dude. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. I'm not even trying and I'm doing absurd damage. This skill is really fucking strong early on. Like, definitely would consider, even if I'm using like a bow character, just leveling with this this skill, because this is really, really strong. And as always, priorities when leveling are just get to the end game as fast as possible. Because that's where the fun shit happens. Like dying on the first map you enter. We have fun here.
That's nature for you.
We have fun here. I'm interested to see how big the strike range actually increases with level. Plus 18 to melee strike range. At level 2? How the fuck high does it go up to? Let me check that out. Frost Blades. I saw a lot of people... Like, I did look into some... Okay, so it doesn't extend that much farther than plus 18. It goes to plus 21 or plus 22 with a level. Like a increased level past 20. Yeah, but I did look at a little bit of research to help me proceed in building my Frost Blades, and I saw a lot of people running Zerker, which is not what I'm interested in. Took me by surprise. Yeah. I mean, no matter what, it's gonna be better than not having any helmet. Oh shit, I forgot I have to clear this area. I have not been paying attention. Hopefully I killed everything over there. I mean, Berserker definitely makes sense. You really emphasize the attack speed. But, have you considered that Berserker really has, like, no defensive bonuses in the Ascendancy? It's been a while since I've looked at Berserker, though, so maybe I'm wrong on that. It wouldn't surprise me if I was wrong about something in this game. Where'd my damage go, man? God, this guy is tanky, though. See ya. Sure, I'll take a nailed fist. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, I'll take 3 levels. See, like, that's not that bad either, but, you know, I pathed through this way. There's better attack speed and increased damage, but what I'm saying is, like, why would I ever take projectile damage when I can take attack damage that benefits projectiles and the melee hit? The homing blades are like I thought they would go in a fan and then like have to slow. Oh, sorry, that's not the hand. What? I hate cameras. I thought they would fan out and then have to like curve towards their target, but no. If their target is like within the range of like how far they can turn, I guess, they just instantly fucking zap to the enemy. Like, look at that. I thought it would be like an even spread every single time it spreads out, but no. They very much just zip on to whatever enemies are in the area. I mean, that is a better sword, but yeah. Not better than having the 2 sockets I want. I might have gotten 2 greens somewhere else. Nope. Still don't. Alright, and I definitely did miss some enemies over here. Not surprising. Yeah, just a few. Just a few. Dude, speaking of fast, I didn't get my Quicksilver yet. Oop. Lesser Poison, Onslaught, Mirage Archer, Volley. Extra projectiles really isn't that enticing. Like, already I shoot 5, is it? 4. Wait, it says 4 additional projectiles. Does that mean it is 5, or does that mean it's 4? Wait a second. I think that means it's 5. That's not very clear. I think I'll take Onslaught. Just, I mean, it's the only thing that could benefit me right now. I was really tempted to get the Raider boost to have constant Onslaught, but I know it's the wrong decision. I know it is. I know the right decision is to just get Onslaught from a Silver Flask, because, like, the first Ascendancy node for Onslaught on Raider doesn't really increase the power of Onslaught all that much. And I can't sacrifice 4 Ascendancy points. Like, most I could do is 2. So, that wasn't gonna happen. Like, yeah, the most benefit you get out of that first Ascendancy node is just constant Onslaught uptime, but like if I'm playing the game correctly, I should get constant Onslaught uptime from my Silver Flask anyways. So while it would be convenient to not have to spam the button at all times, because I do hate the way flasks work, as I discussed last stream. Wow, this range is beefier than I thought it was. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense to just use a Silver Flask instead of getting an Ascendancy node that is basically, like, just as effective as a Silver Flask, right? And the benefits I get from the 2 points are better spent elsewhere, like increasing the effectiveness of all of my Frenzy charges. And I should have, I think I should have 7 Frenzy charges? I forget how many I get. But it's a lot. It's enough to want to increase their effectiveness. Harvest, I've missed ya. Where you been? Nice dead ends. Love this map. A 3-link. Much better than a 4... Or, sorry, much better than a 2-link. 4-link, what am I talking about? Pierce. And Onslaught. Is it only a chance to get Onslaught? Wait, hold on, hold on. 22% chance to gain it on a killing blow. Oh, that blows. I thought it was 100%. I mean, it's still good. I wish the duration was longer for that effect, though. I'm still going to hold off on that. Like, I don't even have items that I want to craft up at the moment. I'm just picking up garbage to get the sockets I need. As is tradition. I should probably learn what quests give you... Oh, I should probably take that medium mana flask. What quests give you your movement ability? Because I'm pretty sure it's like around here. Like, I know you can get your movement ability... Where'd that... Oh, it got auto-equipped. Before the ledge? But I don't remember if it's this quest for breaking the eggs and entering this area, or if it's the quest for killing the big crab buddy. Oh, fuck off, dude. I never find the right way to go. It's my curse. Like, the entrance is usually down, but I don't know. Map generation is all kinds of fucked up. It's probably up there. It's the only place I can imagine it being. Dude, I am going to schmoo through leveling. I'm feeling it. I think I'll... Let me see. I definitely go for Oak. Heart of Oak, right? Yeah, I go for Heart of Oak. I think I'm going to get that first, just to get some free, easy health regen and extra life. And then where do I go? That's actually really fucking sick. I'm gonna go for that as soon as possible, too, and I go... Yeah, this way. Gonna get some quick attack speed early on. Just, like, so immediately a better build. Like, immediately. Just feels infinitely better than the slow-ass slams I was doing. I knew the slams were gonna be memes. I knew that it was gonna be shitty. The damage, still, to this day, was better than I thought it would be. I thought it would, like, completely drop off and not be, like, plausible to keep playing as at all. But they really, really did boost the damage of two-handers in a big way. So that let me hold on for longer than I was expecting. Still not great, though. I mean, sure. I don't know. I mean, sure. Oh, I have not enough strength. Are you kidding me? Never mind. Don't care. Where? Oh, there we go. I ran out of scrolls earlier, so it fucked with me. Increase spell damage? What the fuck, dude? That's insulting, but... Since it also has life regen, I guess it's better. Gimme Onslaught, no. Gimme Onslaught? Gimme... Oh, surely. Yeah, there you go. Those guys will give it to me. Alright. Dude. Free move speed. Also, like, my movement speed is fucking absurd. Like, Path of Building. And I think the default crafted boots, like when you just slap some boots on your character in Path of Building, it puts 30% on by default. But still, you know, even if we take off the 30%, my total says it'll be like something absolutely ridiculous, like 148% increased move speed, which even without the 30% is like 118% increased move speed, which is quite ridiculous. That is with like Onslaught. Wait, no, actually I don't think it is with Onslaught. I think with Onslaught and Quicksilver it goes even more ridiculous. I would have to look at it again, though. But that takes time away from killing things in one hit. Which is what I am all about. It's weird that Quicksilver doesn't... Well, actually, I guess most flasks don't count as a buff effect, yeah. Never mind. I rescind my statement about it being weird. It is kind of weird that Onslaught is a buff, then. Because, I don't know. How does it work with Silver Flask? Does it... I assume it does give you that Onslaught buff. I'm not sure. I've never paid attention. I've never paid attention. Story of my entire life. Where's my second Quicksilver? I got it so early on last time. I mean, I already mentioned it, but I am, like, kind of glad that that last character ripped as soon as it did. Because it really would have just been a kind of miserable slow burn if it survived in the mapping. Like, that kind of build just... You can't... That's a softcore build. You can't run a character that slow on hardcore. It got me through the campaign. But even that was, like, kind of impressive. Alright, come on, guys. Play nice. Not even sure if I got out of range for that or if I just avoided it. What? Oh, okay. I thought, like, the sound effect made it sound like it was gonna do a huge explosion there. Garbage, primarily? Like, I would like that. Do I have enough strength for it? I mean, it's not telling me I don't. Yeah, okay. Max life? Okay. Improvements. Slap on new garbage any day of the week. Like, the speed at which this is killing things is blowing me away a little bit. How much added damage does it have? Because my weapons suck. It must have, like, way more added cold damage than I would expect. Because this is like a spell as far as how much damage it's doing early on. Like, none of this damage feels like it's coming off of my shitty weapons. Alright, let's actually plant some seeds. Why don't we? How much added damage do you have? Look at the actual skill gem. 4 to 6? What the fuck, dude? How much damage are you guys doing? Not that much. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be doing as much damage as I am. I should also definitely be going back into town and getting a movement ability. Nice. Let's do that at the next available waypoint. There we go. Two levels. Extra life and regen, and accuracy, attack speed, attack speed. So many of these nodes over here are doing, like, so much. Like, compared to the nodes I was getting over here, it's like, you get max life, you get stun avoidance, you get recovery on stuns and blocks, you get extra life regen. Over here, you get chance to block, increased damage while dual wielding, attack speed, evasion rate. Like, it's just, it's wild, man. It's wild out here. Bear trap, puncture, riposte. I guess I'll take this. Just tiny bit of extra damage, why not? I did manage to kill a granddaddy crab. Thanks for noticing. I did have a spot for that. Alright. Back to schmoovin'. It feels so nice having this, like, crazy amount of move speed early on. Both from Onslaught and the Quicksilver. And I don't know, I might have already, like, accidentally gotten some movement speed on the passive tree. Like I said, like, all of the nodes are just like, here's a little bit of everything. Nah. Does this... No. What am I thinking? I was like, does this benefit me? As if... First off, it would, I think. But secondly, why the fuck would I put that in my offhand when I'm dual wielding? Dumbass. Hit me. See what happens. You think that hurts? This is Act 1, bitch. Nothing hurts. Honestly, better? Yeah, well, no. But yes. No, but yes. I guess I'll keep that to vendor it. Why not? I already ID'd it. I say no, but yes, because it probably wasn't better, but I value cold resistance more
There's no justice in a place
for
like this.
Act 1.
Only misery.
Just because that's like the only thing you kind of have to be concerned about against the Act 1 boss. So if you don't have any cold resistance, you're going to get, like, chilled and frozen way too much. But even still, like, you can get away with 0 cold res. You can get away with a lot in the first 3 acts. Let's say, like, maybe Act 3. It boosts elemental damage a teensy-weensy tiny bit on lightning for the Dominus fight, but not really that much. Oh, and the cold damage from the library and other places, but yeah, not that much. You can still live with 0 resistances, or at least like accidental resistances in that area, pretty easily. But Act 4 is definitely where you're going to want to start considering real resistances. When I say real, I of course mean maxed. Okay. I overcommitted. I should have known that it was the wrong way when it started wrapping backwards, but yeah, I had hope. Too much hope. In all the wrong places. What is the chance to freeze? It's probably 0, actually. I think I looked at that before. I think Frostblades has 0 chance to freeze. So the only reason it ever freezes is when I crit at the moment. I was, like, completely unaware of how freeze worked as a mechanic, honestly. Like, I had to look at freeze and be like, how the fuck? The way I thought it worked, because chill is basically, like, you chill enemies just by doing cold damage. You don't need chance to chill or anything. It's just doing cold damage at all is going to chill enemies. But for Ignite and for Shock, those effects have to be, like, actively worked towards. Like, if you have 0 Ignite chance, even if you're doing 100% fire damage, like you saw me doing on my last build, does not mean you're going to be igniting. I had 0 chance to ignite, and I doubled down on it with Elemental Focus, although I never think I actually equipped that. Also, side note, on the last build, I was questioning why I wasn't stunning anything. I forgot that elemental damage has a much harder time of stunning things. It might even, like, literally be impossible. I just kind of skimmed the wiki page. But I'm pretty sure it is possible to stun with elemental damage. It's just, I think it takes, like, because the way stuns work is it's based on, like, how much damage you do compared to the max HP of the enemy. And I think for elemental damage, it takes that... It takes, like, your damage calculations as a smaller percentage of what it should be. So, like, if you're doing 100 damage... I forget the numbers, so I'm probably wrong on this. But, like, if you're doing 100 damage against an enemy that has 200 HP, if all of that was physical, considering that's 50% of the enemy's HP, that would seem like a guaranteed stun, in my opinion. I don't know the numbers, like I said, but just judging by how that seems, I would be like, yeah, that's a stun for sure. Whereas for elemental damage, even if you do like 100 fire damage and an enemy has 200 HP, I think it calculates the damage as lower for purposes of stun. So, like, you're still doing 100 out of 200 damage. But, when the enemy checks to see if it's going to be stunned, it takes it as, like, only doing, like, 20% of its max HP instead of 50%. Or something. Like, it lowers the damage for the purpose of stuns, even though you're still doing full damage. That's how I read it, anyways. It might be done differently, but that's how I read it when I skimmed the wiki. But yeah, back to freeze. The way I thought freeze worked, because, like... So the way Ignite works and the way Shock works is, like, very... infinite. I'm pretty sure... Shock, at the very least, is definitely, like, either hard-capped or soft-capped at some point. But the way shock works is, like, if you're shocking an enemy, similar to stun, it is, like, the amount you shock the enemy is based on the amount of damage you do compared to how much health the enemy has. So you're not going to, like, there are varying levels of how shocked an enemy can be. It's not just this enemy is shocked, it's like you can have a good shock and a bad shock. And the better the shock, obviously the more increased damage it takes from other sources. So for Ignite, I think it's definitely not capped. Ignite basically seems like you do more damage, it is always going to be a heavier hitting Ignite that, like, does more damage, right? But for Chill, the way I thought Chill worked, because Chill doesn't need a chance, like I said, you do cold damage at all and you're fucking chilling. I think there's, like, some level of, like, Chill resistance as, like, its own stat or something. To be fair, I didn't look too hard into how Chill works, I just mainly looked into how Freeze works, but... yeah, Chill is like, it's the same thing. You do damage, it calculates that damage as a percentage of the enemy's max HP, and then you are rewarded with a Chill of a given strength. And I believe Chill is kind of additive, at least that's how it seems to me, so like, you keep hitting an enemy, say it's like at 10% Chill off the first hit, and if you keep hitting it, it goes up to like 20% chill, 30% chill. The way I thought it worked, I don't think I want any of this garbage. The way I thought it worked is that I thought Freeze was just the extreme of chill. I thought that Freeze was like, if you chill an enemy enough, they get frozen. Like, it's just like 100% chill. Because, like, obviously, unlike Shock, where you can boost the amount of damage an enemy takes forever, unlike Ignite, where you can boost the amount of damage an Ignite does forever, Chill is, like, hard capped by 0. You know, you can't slow an enemy's movement below 0. Like, negative enemy movement doesn't make any sense, right? So, that's all I thought Freeze was. I thought Freeze was just like, oh, you did it, you reached the max chill. But no, turns out Freeze is an entirely separate mechanic than Chill. You can have... I mean, certain uniques even let you chill with non-cold damage, so technically you don't even need cold damage to Freeze, which means you can go straight from a 0 chilled enemy straight to Freeze, and you can still do that even with cold damage, which is what I, in most cases, will be doing, because my Freeze chance is so high that I'm probably going to freeze things on my first hit when I get to the end game. But as you see, I can chill an enemy for as long as I want. That doesn't really do anything for me. Like, chill will never lead up to freeze. They're entirely separate. Technically, for damage calculation purposes, since you can do, like, increased damage on chilled enemies, for damage calculation purposes, it's, like, marginally better. Not really, though. For damage calculations, when an enemy is frozen, it is also technically chilled, but that's entirely separate. But yeah, they're separate mechanics, so I was always under the impression that, like, if you're chilling enemies, you're always going to freeze them eventually. But no, the only reason I'm freezing anything right now is just because cold damage always has a 100% chance to freeze on critical hits. Similar to how I was surprised in the last build, fire damage always has a 100% chance to ignite on crits, and I would assume, though I don't know for sure, I didn't check, but, you know, given the trend, I assume that lightning has a 100% chance to shock on crits. And I would bet money on that. Not too much, because I don't know, this game has a lot of weird shit in it that doesn't make sense. So there you go. I crit just then, and that guy was frozen. My crit chance is really low, so I'm not going to freeze that often. But hopefully pretty soon I can start getting some actual freeze chance that I can do on my normal non-crit hits. That's the dream. That is the dream. Dude, I've gotten like a lot of Discord messages. Let me just peep this out real quick. Okay. I'm fine. I'm not getting evicted or anything. 2 levels. One-handed damage. I didn't even realize that's what that node was, but I'm glad it works with me. Level 96. No, dude. Died to computer crash. That's a good name. I like to believe that their name came true. Dude, level 96 is rank 44 on the ladder still. I could do this. I could get... I'm, like, just assuming, given off that placement, I could maybe still get top 10. You never know. Turns out you don't have to be fast at all, you just have to stay alive. Although most people do kind of give up after the first person gets to 100. Because, you know, kind of takes the wind out of your sails if you already know you've lost and it's gonna take like hours until you're level 100 still. I can imagine why people would drop it. That's attack speed, baby. What is my chance to evade? I feel like I'm not getting hit at all. Estimated chance to evade, 50%. Not bad, given the absolute trash armor I've thrown on my body. It's basically just like some plastic bags I found laying out by Walmart. That's my protection at the moment. Seed time. I should probably check in on my garden and get some real items. Who would have thought? Real items, man. I assume everything is fully grown by this point. Yeah. No? Color me surprised. Pretend that that was a intentional pun because harvest is colorful. It kind of works. Alright. An additional 10% attack speed. Alright, and then I'm going to go here and here. And that gives me a default 10% chance to freeze. I'm going to start freezing things like crazy. Something worth noting is that a lot of my freeze that I'm planning on getting on this build is from an anointment. I say a lot. It's only like an extra 10%, but it also increases. What is it? I'm gonna go for brine? Something Breath of Brine or something? Breath of Rime. Yeah, freeze duration, chance to freeze, effective chill, so. That's what I will be anointing when I get the chance, but it's a fucking expensive anoint. It's not cheap. So, I would have to get pretty deep into mapping before I can actually anoint that. Not that my build relies on it, though. Obviously, you should never have a build that relies on an anointment, but... I mean, that would be kind of impossible to do, yeah? Unless it was like, I don't know, what single notable would would really change the dynamic of a build. I don't think there's any notable that can really be that important. Isn't there one that the... Was it a notable, or was it... I can't remember if it was a keystone for, like... what am I trying to say? I can't remember if it was a notable, or... I don't know! Strike skills target one additional nearby enemy. Dude, that would be a pretty sick anoint, also. Like, ooh! Ooh, that actually, yeah. That's a very plausible anoint. Because, like, dude, if it works the way I think it does, and I can't imagine why not, that doubles the amount of projectiles I generate, too. That might be pretty sick. It doesn't do anything for single target, which is why I'm kind of hesitant. Whereas, obviously, Breath of Rhyme does benefit single target. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go for Breath of Rhyme. In all likelihood, it still seems like the best decision. Although, you know, you could have 2 different amulets and swap them out. That's always an option. How expensive would that be to anoint? Oh, they don't tell you until you do blight stuff. Lame. Lame. It's almost like the game doesn't want to overwhelm you with information you don't know what to do with. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, dude. Gotta be honest, Act 1 feeling a little bit different this time. Feeling slightly different than the Slam fellow we used to know. Oh, I guess I should talk to... You know what? Why would I? Check this out. I got strats. You guys don't think I've got strats? I've been telling you guys for years I've got strats. You ignore Fairgreaves, get this waypoint, teleport backwards. Now I'm closer to him. Look at me. Look at how far I've come. Oh, come on. Dash is so fucking garbage at low levels. Hello. When do I get Withering Step? I'll probably get it pretty soon, I would imagine.
You were a good man in a bad situation, Fairgraves.
Was he? I have no idea about the lore in this game. He might have been a good man in a bad situation. Who knows? All I know is that I am almost done with Act 1. What is my attack range difference on my 2 weapons? I wanna... Oh. It doesn't show you the AoE effect when it's not gonna actually hit an enemy. I do like that effect. It's good looking. Which is a very weird way of saying it looks good. I don't know why saying it's good looking felt real weird coming out of my mouth when talking about a skill effect in a video game. Yeah, sure. Sure. Take a stab sword. Yeah. I mean, it's better damage. Can't complain. I can complain when I don't have anywhere to put this. Oops. Yeah, I can move some shit. I can easily move some shit. There you go. man refuses to ever use Portal
I'm
Scroll.
not up to that just yet.
Hoards infinite amounts of them. In general, though, like I said before, I just try and not stop in town as much as possible. Because that means you're going fast. Or something. Where's my onslaught chance? Hello? Oh, yeah. On the kill, sure. Wasn't the onslaught chance for hitting... Oh. Wasn't it for hitting rares, too? Or am I losing it? Please get out of my way. Nope, it's uniques only. My bad. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh, I am the worst. I am the worst at reading these maps. When they all have like a bunch of little spindly tendrils that come out, I stand no chance of reading what's going on. Is it random what element this person does? Or is this just a different area that I'm thinking of? I feel like I typically remember that person being a fire dude, but maybe I'm losing my mind. All could have seen this dead end coming. All of my mana recovery relies on a single node of mana leech that I don't get for a while. Well, actually, I think I could path there pretty early, right? It's like... Actually, I think I go like all the way up here, and then I have to go like that. It'll be a little bit. Not too long, though. Is this the fire? That's the fire one. I just never get the one on the first level. I see. It all makes sense now. Look at that range, man. Just watch it go. Alright, I'll use my life flask if you insist.
I'm not up to that just yet. Our garden swells with life force.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. You want me to craft? I'll do it at the start of Act 2. You know how this works. I ignore you for a long time, and then I craft, and then I ignore you again. Nice. Pretty much went straight to it. I'm proud of myself. Now, it is worth noting, I still have trash bags for armor. As you can see. My trash bags won't protect me that much. It is my own fault for never making or finding better armor. And not, like, actively going out of my way to pick up literally anything. I should be fine, though. So long as I don't stand still, I'll be fine. The worst case scenario would be getting frozen by something. But if I keep dodging her attacks with reasonable skill level, I shouldn't be frozen. I think the second phase is easier than the first phase, too. If not just because the ads are, like, way weaker. Hello! Use my mana flask. Oh shit, I was out of mana charges, or flask charges. Not a good sign. Dude, I was out of that range. You know I was. Oops, that's not my life flask. My fingers were all in the wrong spot. Let me just run away for a bit. Like I said, second phase is easier. I'm fine. That was frightening. If those guys popped, I could have been in real trouble. See ya. Alright. As usual, wasn't afraid at all. I really probably should have been slightly more careful, though.
That would only slow me down.
That would only slow me down, that's the thing. Look at that. Resistances are fine now. Oh, I really am wearing fucking trash, huh? Not surprised that that was way harder than it needed to be. Not surprised in the slightest. Let's see. Do I actually just want to go straight down from here? Yes. Yes, I do. Seems like a good idea to me. Don't hit me while I have a menu open. It was snakes again, man. Those snakes are out to end my hardcore runs, I tell ya. I tell you what. Alright, 100% cold conversion and chance to freeze coming up in my near future. So unless something is, like, invulnerable to freeze, I should be able to freeze them no matter how much cold resistance they have. Like, cold resistance has no effect on freeze, as far as I'm aware. Like I said, I just skim the wiki pages. I don't read the wiki pages. I just take a brief glance at them and I'm like, yeah, I understand this mechanic now. So I believe, since freeze is different than chill, and it's different than ignite and shock in the way that I don't think freeze is dependent on your damage at all, like, at all. I think it is just based on freeze chance and any increases or reduction to freeze duration. Meaning, hopefully, when I get to the end game, I should be able to, like, chain freeze things indefinitely. That's the plan. Dude, I fucking can't believe, like, I was never super into stun builds, but, like, I don't know, stun is, like, kind of something interesting to work towards on a fizz build. I can't believe they killed stun, like, entirely. Who the fuck is gonna use stun? No one. I'll answer that for you. No one. No one is gonna use stun. The fact that, unique enemies, unless they went back on that, the fact that unique enemies have, like, stun invulnerability for, like, 4 seconds after they've been stunned once is pretty fucking rough, dude. It's pretty rough. Like, why would you ever stun instead of freeze, then? Like, if you're going for that kind of build where you want to, like, debilitate enemies horribly, why the fuck would you ever go for stun over freeze? Makes no sense to me. Okay. Yes. I will take your sword. What else do you got for me? A 3-linked helmet, ain't bad. You got boots? You got boots. You got gloves? Kind of. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take those. I guess that's all I could really hope for, yeah. Yeah. Wait, body armor? I didn't even check. Did not even check. No body armor. I mean, this. I should. I should. Why wouldn't I? Why does it cost an armor a scrap? That's kind of weird. Whatever. Chuck it in the I am going to craft with this and get rid of these. Because that character is fucking dead. Not only is it dead, but it's dead to me. Unless these are good. Nope, none of them are good in any capacity. Except this. This is not bad, but... Yeah, let me just get level 65 and 120 strength real quick. I'll just work that one real quick. Won't take me too long. Alright, let's do a harvest. Ha ha ha. It makes sense as a verb, but is also the league. Accidentally click the button, but I guess I'm not upset. Wow. Believe it or not, my other character was better at doing these. Well, I also have horrible weapons. I shouldn't forget that. Yeah, I miss killing those in one hit. That was a satisfying feeling. Yeah, it's all garbage. It's all garbage. Right. I mean, just... Yeah, it's all garbage. Don't think about it too much. Okay, colors, caster, 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 caster. Caster. Fizz! We got Fizz. Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, we got Fizz. Whew. Whew. That increased elemental damage with attack skills got me heated. Oh, but could I? Could I risk it? See, wait a second. Oh, fuck, it is a prefix. Ooh. I'm not gonna risk it. Because if I do this, like, the likely physical modifiers it's gonna give me are prefixes, and that's definitely gonna overwrite the elemental damage with attacks. So, no thank you. I'll keep that. Just in case I don't get... Well, actually, I don't need to just in case. I can just fucking see. I can just check. Take a little look-see. See what I get over here. I was gonna say, just in case the crafts are garbage over there, I should just make them rare, but... Who would have thought I have the option of investigating a little bit further? What is this damage over time? Is it poison on the ground, or is it poison from them? It's poison from them. Got it. Noted. That's not that bad. You've got a lot to work towards, Gloves. I got decent ones already. Okay, life mod. I would probably rather have that on body armor. Well, no, actually, this helmet I'm probably going to keep around for a while. Ta-da! Nice, dude. Nice. I'll just do it. I should probably do this on gloves, because there are decent attack mods on gloves. Wow, 3 of them. But defensively, these gloves are ass. There's nothing for you outside of setting you to 3 sockets. Let's go make my boots and body armor rare over here. Oops. What? Oh! You son of a bitch. Is there anything for boots either? Oh, what the fuck, dude? This game's a ripoff. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and put a physical modifier on my chest piece. Oh, yo! It actually was not that bad. Had a life mod on it. I'm not going to reforge that, then. Oops. No! Fire? Yes, fire resistance. And it had life. Dude, what the fuck? I got lucky. Alright, condense the rest of that garbage. Is there anything I want to try and re-roll the life mod on? I'm probably going to wear these gloves, honestly, so I don't even care about... Yeah, those gloves are ass. I guess re-roll the life mod on my body armor? Oh, or I can add one too. Well, now I can't because I don't have any life force, but yeah, that's a better life mod. Alright, condense the rest. And swap... Oh, that was a chromatic. Embarrassing. You should always feel embarrassed if you notice on Act 2 you're wearing equipment that the only reason it's equipped is because you picked it up as a chromatic and it auto-equipped. That's a yikes. Okay. Let me put on some good equipment. In fact, well, take out all of my gems, I guess, on my armor at least. I forgot to use my ballista entirely during the boss fight, but whatever. Not that big of a deal. Wait, actually... Oh. Interesting. Since this is evasion, I know that these boots are, like, pretty much entirely better. Like, I really should be using those boots, but whatever. I'm a sucker for wearing the equipment that is technically the right equipment. Oh, I guess I don't need these anymore, huh? Wait, were one of these... Oh! I actually do want to dodge. I do want to dodge Cluster Jewel. It's 3 passives. I would rather it be 2, but I'm not going to complain. 2-handed weapons. Nah. Okay. Sell. And I would like to make you... Actually, I don't need to make you socket boy. We can just do this. Ta-da! Okie dokie. Let's get a move on. Where do I go first? I think yeah, I go this way first. Always go this way first. Oh, nice latency jitters. Apparently it was not latency. I'm gonna pretend I didn't open that menu, and so I get to believe, oh, sorry Michael, that it's still latency. My damage! I'm killing things in one hit now. That's everything I dreamed of. What does Pierce actually give you? Pierce must give you increased damage, or why the fuck is anybody using Pierce? Also, what would it get on level? Pierce. First off, I didn't realize that Pierce actually boosted it more than 1. That makes sense as something that increases on level, but 5% projectile damage? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, that's not a lot of increased damage. Very thankful I'm getting Pierce elsewhere. Like, I can't even imagine ever using that. I can't imagine a situation in which your build needs Pierce so much that is going to sacrifice literally probably upwards of like a 50% damage increase from literally any other fucking support gem in the game. Also, I just realized I can't even use this because it requires a bow. Get out of my inventory. You sicken me. Alright, I'll go for the shrine. Gotta get towards that 100... Oh, they fucked me. Towards that, hundreds of shrines activated challenge. How many challenges have I done? I haven't checked in on that in a while. Probably because I haven't done that many. Oops. Oh, 7? 7 out of 40? Not bad. Close to the first reward, which I completely forgot what it was. What is the first reward the portal? No. Footprints, that makes sense. Oh, speaking of footprints and other cosmetics, what am I doing looking like some fucking freak? Some absolute idiot playing this game without cosmetics. Don't let anybody tell you Path of Exile is free if you're not wearing cool looking cosmetics. Why even bother? As the end of my joke. If you liked it, stick around for more. Alright, but, like, actually, though. Let's, oops. Slap some shit on. Yeah. I mean, that, honestly, I would prefer that hat. I can't just roll the same character. This hat also, or helmet, looks, worse on the smaller character models. I don't know, it just, like, sticks out a lot. Like, even if I put on this armor. Well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't stick out as much as I thought it did. I don't have, like, any body armors, so I'm using the only one I've got. That is still pretty sick. What weapon effect? That's the question. Can I just use Darkseer again? Nah. Cult of Darkness? That's very flashy. I don't dislike the blood one. The blood one's not bad. Though it's not very frost-oriented. Maybe I just do the blue. Keep it simple. Give me shiny boots that don't match. I hate these boots. These boots are just normal-ass fucking shoes. It's like the least exciting reward. Still the best looking footprints I've got. Yeah, obviously. That one. And yeah, I'll keep it as that one. Okay. We've done it. God, can you imagine playing the game like this? What would that look like? What? Holy shit, it's basically first person. Oh my god. This is, like, nauseating. God, this is, like, actually kind of scary. Like, I actually get a scope of how big things are. Oh, this is weird. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I probably should have replanted my seeds after I harvested, huh? That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. Let's do that real quick. Do I have any blue seeds? Nope. Just purple and yellow at the moment.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I'll be back for you guys. Let's see. One away from 100% fizz to cold. It is fizz to cold, isn't it? Wait a second. Yes, fizz to cold. Okay. Good. You know, here's a question about damage reduction, or sorry, damage conversion, that I probably knew the answer to at some point, but have forgotten. What happens, so like I know the conversion is like, wait a second, fizz to lightning, to cold, to fire, to chaos. What happens if you're at 100% fizz to lightning, and then you take like that node, which gives you fizz to cold? What happens? What is that like? Do you get 0 cold damage in that scenario?
My mana is gone.
Does it add up your total conversion from physical, meaning you would be at 120% conversion, and by that math, you would be at 5 to 1 conversion? Wait, yeah, 5 to 1. Wait a second. 5 to 1 from lightning to cold, so that would give you point, well, sorry, 83% lightning damage, 17% cold damage? Is that how that would work? Who knows? Not me. I don't know. I'm a guy who had to pull out a calculator to figure out what 5 divided by 6 was. Oh man, how much I resent the max HP of beasts. They are tanky motherfuckers. Yeah, sure. Give me a life flask, why not? I really should be picking up. It's just like in the early game, base types, like, advance so quickly that I don't know. I feel way less inclined to pick up an item, even if it is an upgrade. I'm just like, if I just wait like 2 more areas, I'll get an even better base type. Oops, wrong flask, but I did need mana anyways. For the longest time, like, I already mentioned that I still, to this day, like, if you want to support the game, support the game. But, primarily, you should concern yourself more with stash tabs than cosmetics. And, if you still want to support the game past that, then go ahead and get cosmetics. But for the longest time, even when I had all the stash tabs I cared about, I was just like, I don't want cosmetics because it feels weird, and it still kind of does feel weird, like looking cool when you're like a level 18. but I've mostly gotten over that. And am just like... First off, I don't even look that cool, because all of my equipment is like... I don't have that much to choose from, so I can't make very coherent looking sets. And outside of that, just who cares, right? Who cares about what your character looks like, honestly? Who cares if it looks good? Who cares if it looks bad? I mean, Grinding Gear Games probably cares if it looks bad. I don't care. Give me the most gaudy, mismatched trash bag equipment possible. Added lightning damage. Honestly, would probably be a better idea than Pierce, but I don't want to change my color of my sockets. Who does? Who does in this day and age? Potential. Potential weapon upgrade. What? How is there a fucking shrine I walked past multiple times and, like, stood directly on top of without clicking on? It's been so long since I played the beta, I don't even remember if shrines were something that were in the game originally, or if that's something they added later. I feel like it would be something they put in originally, just because it's, like, very much a part of D2. Oh god. Oh, the jittering. Okay, that was latency. I knew it. But I don't know, it's interesting what they have done with their shrines. Honestly, Path of Exile shrines kind of lacking, in my opinion. At least, I don't know. The elemental ones feel so pointless. Like, why are there so many beasts, dude? Why are there so many beasts? I also hate how long you have to wait for them to drop their items. Like, that is a very unsatisfying feeling. I don't know. There's a lot of shrines in Path of Exile that I'm just kind of like, okay. Like the one that makes you big. I guess it's... I mean, if you have AoE, it's probably actually meaningful, but I don't know. For most characters, I'm just like... I mean, it did affect my last character, but most of the time it's just like, okay, I guess I'm big for 45 seconds. It's also like the timing on the shrines are like so low that you don't even really get anything out of it. Let's see. It's like Diablo. I mean, obviously when you, or at least when I think of Diablo shrines, I think of the XP shrines. Because those are pretty meaningful. The only, like, super meaningful shrine in Path of Exile is one that's not even beneficial. It's, like, much more scary than it is beneficial. It's the one that makes all nearby enemies invincible. And when you steal the shrine, you get invincibility for, like, 50 seconds. The invincibility for you is, like, practically nothing. Like, if that matters to you in a map, then, like, you've already fucked up horribly. But having a room filled with invincible enemies that you have to somehow make your way through can be like actually the end of a hardcore run on mapping. Shut up. Hide pop-ups. But I don't know what the right position for shrines is. I really like the way, like I said, I talked about it last time I was in the lab before I died. I really like the lab secret that lets you get a permanent shrine effect for the entire duration of a lab. I'm not saying that, well, I don't know, maybe I am saying that shrines would be better if they like lasted a full map, but I don't know, that seems like it has troubling issues also, because at that point I don't know, shrines would be too powerful, especially if, like, I don't know. That's where I stand on this, I don't know. Other than shrines are kind of weird, and in my opinion don't really serve any meaningful purpose in the game. They don't add that much, they don't really take away anything, but they're just kind of in a weird spot where they don't do anything, in my opinion. I say in my opinion too much. This is a fucking gaming live stream. Everything out of my mouth is fact. That's how gamers are. Okay. Hey, good weapon. Hey, bad weapon. Am I gonna swap? Yeah. I'm gonna swap that immediately. Pronto. Nope. God. Fucking seeds, dude. It's my own fault. I do hate it, though.
Be kind, if you
Yeah, give me life, please.
stay true to you.
Just throw it away. I don't want it. Did that count as not? Yeah, okay. Take it.
Be well.
I'll vend it. Whatever. Oops. I mean, it's better than a completely... modifierless belt. Modifierless. More beasts, huh? Oh, I guess this instance never reset, so that makes sense that there's still beasts here. Doesn't mean I can't be upset by it. Oh, dude. Why didn't I level? Oops. 100% conversion and chance to freeze! We are in there. I'm not saying I should be chain freezing enemies now, because that's... Come on, let's not be ridiculous. It's only 10%. I should just be chain freezing most enemies, is what I'm saying. Come on, how have none of those... Can beasts not be frozen or something? Because I felt like at least one of those should have been a freeze. That was a lot of hits.
Luxury and cruelty go hand in hand.
I guess, you know, I guess she's not entirely wrong when she says that. Alright, let's craft up some better weapons, I guess. With the things I currently have. Oh, whoa, latency. Wow. Never mind, I guess we're gonna wait for that to finish growing. The latency is spiking today. Those Texas servers acting up. Like, how are you not getting frozen? There you go, he was frozen once. Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't going insane, and that, like, more enemies than I thought had, immunity to frozen. I also still might be wrong about the fact that freeze has nothing to do with the amount of damage you do. It may increase the duration based on the hit, but I don't know. I forget. I forget. Wouldn't surprise me though, because these are some really, really short freezes. No, you fucking look it up. I'll look it up right now. I'm fucking latency mode anyways, so. Freeze. Oh, that's Windows. Awesome. Freeze. PoE. Base freeze duration is 60 milliseconds. Oh! It's entirely based on the damage. It's 60 milliseconds for every 1% of the max HP you deal in damage. So I'm stupid. Not surprising anybody. I skimmed a little bit too hard. That's the danger with skimming. Skim too much off the top and you've skimmed away your whole soup bowl. I'm happy with that analogy. See, whoa, the fucking range, dude. How am I hitting these dudes? I'm frozen. Ooh, the latency. It's getting to me. The range on my melee hits is a little silly. Dude, am I gonna have to switch servers? Don't keep jittering on me. I'm gonna keep that up, just so I know how fucked I'm getting. All you have to do is complain about it, and it goes away. Alright, I could probably do a harvest now, but I'm gonna wait till the next zone for literally no reason outside of I saw a shrine here, and I wanted to go for it. Who would have thought it was the same shrine I already had? Giving me no additional benefit. Alright, I'll be honest. The real reason I didn't want to harvest is just because I'm lazy. You found me out. Alright. Act 2, I don't know why. It's like always the... It's the grind for me. Act 1 goes by like that. I don't know, I think it's because of the amount of, like, different paths you have to go. It just feels like I'm making no progress. Act 3 is kind of like that too, though. It's just Act 2 and 3 are the... They're the swamp you have to wade your way through. They're not bad. They're just notably longer than the other acts in the game. Herald of Ice. Yes, please. Arctic armor. Yeah, I might take that. Wait, this doesn't count as a guard skill? What? It's not very good. I mean, well, I don't know. 8% fizz reduction and 8% fire reduction isn't horrible either, but I'm surprised it's not counted as a guard skill. Meaning you could use it at the same time as a guard skill. Okay. Where do I get int soonest? Should probably consider that. I think, yeah, that's probably the fastest way I'm gonna get int, so let's just head towards there. Because I'm gonna need some stats for armor, for weapons, for everything. Because for no good reason, this character requires, like, around 100 of each stat minimum. I didn't even, like, it didn't even faze me that Einhar is back again. I can't believe it's happening, but here we are. At least I'm doing, like, a shit ton of damage to these ones for some reason. Where'd my damage come from? The only thing I allocated was a dex node just now. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I don't know. I guess these beasts are just fucking weak. Weak beasts. Still haven't fixed the textures on these guys. They're working on Vulcan. They don't have enough time to think about DirectX. Alright, I guess now I'll go in. I guess. If you twist my arm. Tier 2 seats already? Whoa, did that guy... Okay. I saw 46 units of Life Force, and it was roughly in the same place that I saw what level the monster was, and I was like, that's a level 46 monster? No, 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 no. I'm sure the level 2 seats I currently have over here are garbage, aren't they? Level 54? Oh no, they're actually all pretty... Nope, that's a level 28. I knew there would be some garbage in there. Alright, what do you require? Wild? Like every single other one? Come on down. Oh, this one's primal. Look at that. Actually the first of its kind. Well, okay, I might as well plant it here. Yeah. Yeah. And let's see. Pink. Nope, that's my blue crop. Pink. You need Vivid. Okay, I can do that. I can supply you with Vivid. Wait, can't I? Why is that not... Wait a second. Oh my god, it's covering it up entirely. This is extending over to there, isn't it? Everything is, like, overlaying it. Like, yeah, it goes to there, it's just being cut off for some reason. Yeah, it goes too far. Okay. Whatever. Let's see what I actually got over here. Also, Sapphire Ring. Probably going to be better than my completely... Okay. I guess that's where that item is. For those not in the know, if your items are like all in the wrong place, you just press Z and then Z again, and it'll like relocate the items so that they're in a good spot. It's actually accurate. Yeah, I'd say that's better. You know, I could just make this a good item, although it's probably not going to be because of its item level. Assuming that actually matters, which why wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, that's right. I have nothing to craft with in my bag. Yeah. Okay. It kind of sucked, but sure. Okay. It kind of... Wait, was that attack speed? Okay, that's kind of sick. I think that was attack speed. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm just rolling for life mods, huh? 21 isn't bad, though. I mean, none of these are that bad. Oh, I guess my belt sucks. Yeah. 28, decent. And increased elemental damage with attack skills. Sure. Awesome. Somehow I didn't get rid of the resistance or the increased elemental damage. Cool. Whatever, I might as well just make that decent. Make it better. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. I guess... No, wait. I have another. There you go. +9 to max life. God, why was it so hard to get a life roll? Okay, condense the rest. See if I care. What do you do? Caster, caster. I mean, I could hope for better fizz roll, which isn't too unlikely. Remove a non-fizz and add a fizz. 1 to 3. Ew. Well, fuck it. Let's go with that. Ooh! Ooh, that's pretty damn good. I like that one. That was a really good craft. It's just like 10 chaoses. That was cool. Very cool. Thanks for sharing. Goodbye, Life Force. Oh, I should replant. Hello? I have more seeds than that, right?
I'm not up to that just yet.
I had one more seed. Okay. Maybe let's not replant. I don't really need to. Oh, fuck. There's no reason not to, though, is the thing. Like, worst case scenario, I just condense everything. Sure. I still feel like I had more seeds than that. What the fuck? What is the game doing? Like, that's the most frustrating bug of all. Is the auto-planting from stockpile. Just not using all of your seeds. Okay. Onwards. My damage. I feel it. What's my attack speed? About 2 per second. Can you imagine me doing nearly 3 times that? Whew. Oh, I think I changed it so I have to... Yes, I have to kill all of them. Because I actually, like, really needed the 2 extra passive points this time around. Doesn't typically matter. But on this build, I was, like, so short on passive points that I really needed anything I could get. See ya. Everything is like so non-threatening. Feels good, man. Where'd I get the int? Where'd I get the int? Where did I get that int? I didn't level. What equipment has... Whatever. Something up. My ring got int on it. Okay. I'm not upset. Just roll with it. I do want to keep heading towards the int, though. And essences, sure. Might as well throw those away. By throw them away, I mean throw them into a stash tab, which is basically a garbage bin. 'Cause it's like a garbage bin I get to feel good about. I am a Path of Exile hoarder.
I'm not up to that yet.
I hope the distance on Withering Step isn't horrible. I've never used it before. It has to be better than Dash, though. Like, anything is better than Dash. At low levels, at least. Can I? I literally can't even... I can't even do the dash across this fucking broken bridge, so I have to go the long way. What a useless movement ability. It's bad, it's bad. Just make it slightly bigger distance for leveling. And I would actually consider using it. Well, I mean, I'm using it now, but it's just because I have to some degree. I guess I don't have to, but... I'm lazy. I'll just complain about it instead of actually doing anything to fix my issues. Latency, man. Kinda killing me. Ooh. This is one of those high latency maps for no reason. Maybe I should switch out of Texas servers. Oh, please let me skip this one, thank you. Oh, I should also put on my Herald, huh? Herald. It's kind of like a dude's name, you know? Catch my drift? Kind of funny. Kind of a pretty sick joke by me. The clear on the skill, like, is still impressive. I was really feeling like it would drop off, but nah. I just clear packs in like a few attacks. It's pretty sick. And I was also thinking I was gonna get annoyed by like killing the enemies with the melee hit, but not with the blades that come out of it. So I would have to like keep moving forward to melee hit, but like nah, I basically kill everything, so no complaints. No complaints. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Did I get the... I did get the waypoint. Yes, Vines, you're very helpful. I'll just walk through that wall real quick. Latency. Please. Oh my god, dude. The legend. He actually made his way through this level the correct way. And look at that. Literally a path completely unconnected from the entire rest of the map. That's what happens every single time. Wow, this is a lot of damage. This is usually a really fucking tanky fight. And these are usually really fucking tanky enemies. Oh my god, latency, please. Leave me alone. What is Herald of Ice? I know it does AoE when you kill frozen enemies, but what is the AoE damage based off of? Is it just a static AoE damage set by the skill gem, or is it based on enemy HP, or what's the details on that? If you shatter an enemy, this skill will cause them to explode, dealing... Okay, so it just has a static damage set by the gem. It's not bad. Obviously, it would be better if it was scaled by enemy max HP, but this damage is also not affected by modifiers to spell damage. Okay. Whatever, dude. I assume it is affected by modifiers to cold damage, then, since it doesn't specify. Don't talk to me, Groost. Never talk to me. I'm a busy man. Alright, at least the cooldown on dash goes down, like, considerably. Very quickly. Oh, there we go. But the distance, man. The distance is what matters. The absolute inability to, like, scale some cliff sides or make some gaps that, like, literally every other movement ability can. That's the part that hurts.
I hate to pluck a pretty flower, even a poisonous one like you.
Weird, but okay. I am a fan of how all of the Path of Exile character, like the playable character voice acting, or not just the voice acting, but like the actual writing, they're all very weird in their own ways, but none of them are normal. You hear the things they're saying and realize very quickly that, yeah, this is a criminal I'm playing as. You know, outside of the fact that you're killing, like, hundreds of people, but, you know, whatever. It's no big deal. It's whatever. Elemental damage with attacks. That's the big one. That's the big one right there. Oh, I can even do that right now. There you go. Crossblades. I'm probably going to take off Pierce because it's fucking garbage and probably not even benefiting me at all. Put Herald of Ice here. Is there something else I was... No. I was thinking about Pierce, and then I realized I just tossed it into the ether.
Return if you must.
Okay. Oh! Wait! No, I didn't kill them all. I didn't kill Oak yet. Didn't kill Oak yet. Oh, I did do the Act 1 quest, though. Oh, I did a lot of Act 1 quests that I didn't turn in. Who would have seen that one coming? Added cold damage is probably better than Onslaught at this point. Toxic Rain, Lightning Arrow, Reeve, Lightning Strike, Siege Ballista, Elemental Hit. Just give me something and I'll throw it away. Yo! Precision, Smoke Mine, Blink Arrow, Whirling Blades. This is a weird one. I guess Precision? I guess. I'll put that on my helmet with my other aura. Or, I guess heralds aren't auras, but whatever. Whatever, dude. Don't be pedantic. Alright, then I'll get the int and strength, because I need both of those. And in a fair amount. Going well, though. Going well.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Why is the entrance to this place... Like, clearly the entrance is right there. It feels like I always find myself going 360 degrees around Oak's entrance. I never just walk right in. God, that scream. I felt that. Jesus. Promote whoever screamed Oak's voice. GGG, please. And we're out of here. Act 2 pretty much completed. I count this as the end of Act 2, despite there still being quite a bit left. No. Now we're getting some decent duration freezes, because I'm doing real boy damage, boy. I was gonna say big boy damage, but pivoted to real, so we get real boy damage. No Pinocchio hours. The game just feels good when you have a good character. Speaking of someone, or from someone who has never played a meta build, because I think that that is not fun. It's very enjoyable to have a good character. So I definitely still understand why people play meta builds, but I just, you know, it takes out a lot of what I enjoy in the game. Like, I don't get that. I don't get, like, the ARPG experience is creating a character. How can you cheat yourself from that experience? Like, there's no real punishment in softcore. You could easily respec, you can easily, I mean, change skill gems if you really want to. You can change a whole lot about what you want to do with the build. So, I wish more people would just experiment and not be disappointed by the fact that they aren't doing, like, fucking 800 Shaper DPS. There are in-betweens. You don't have to do 0 damage or infinite damage. You can have fun at a reasonable amount of damage. and a reasonable amount of damage is pretty easily achieved. So I don't see what all the fuss is about. Plus, like, when you don't do meta builds and you, like, find a combination that is, like, crazy good, makes you feel like you've cracked open the goddamn matrix. Like you can see the code. What? Oh my god. Skill gem leveling faster than I can. What a fucked up world we live in. That wasn't happening on the other character. I wonder why. Oh, am I going slightly higher in areas than I should be? It wouldn't surprise me. That is probably what the difference is. It actually would surprise me. I'm not going that fast. I forget if it's a gradient or if what is the word? I keep saying a gradient, but I'm pretty sure granular is an adjective form of what I'm trying to say. Let's Google it. Granular. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, granular. Like multiple steps in between rather than big leaps. I believe that, or I guess I should say I can't remember if the XP gained from areas is granular or if it's just like at a certain point, like, oh, if you are at 10 levels higher than you should be, or sorry, 10 levels in area higher than you should be for your character, it, like, really starts cutting the XP. Or if it's a smooth incline. I may never know. Because that's not the kind of information I really care to look up. I would rather glance at how freeze works, but not, you know, well enough to actually understand how it works. And I'll take strength too. Sorry, beef. I love the the extreme, like, tonal shift from Wisdom of the Glade to beef. Beef. It's a great name for a notable. It is a great name. I mean, I don't blame them. Like, how are you supposed to think of... How many are there? Are they at every corner? 12? I'm gonna assume 12 without looking too deep into it. How are you gonna think of 12 different names? And there's 4 of each with that assumption, so... 4 different... Wait, that doesn't add up. You know what? The numbers don't matter. How are you going to think of so many different names for large stat increase notables that do the exact same thing? Just throw beef out there. See how it feels. Oh! I always am, like, freaked out when that happens. It's my own fault. Oops, no, not purchase. Are you crazy? I only sell. Alright, maybe I'll... No, I'll just wait till Act 3 if I'm gonna purchase any bases for crafting. Alright, 2 skill points that I could put anywhere I want. I think I'm going to put them right here. Oh, you know, I really... I'm not going to use refund points because that's stupid, but I really should have gone for the mana leech. I forgot that that's kind of important for my quality of life. There's always next 2 levels. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I did use the waypoint. That's weird. I forgot, like, the door doesn't even open. That's why I never realize it before, is because, like, you don't click on a door and, like, use a key or anything. It's just the door is straight up open if you have done the quest. And if you haven't done the quest, then it exists. Oh shit. I haven't been running either of my auras. Well, Aura and Herald. Again, doesn't really matter. Passive benefit that reserves mana. An aura by any other name is just as sweet. Feels like sometimes you have an infinite supply of flask charges, and then when you need your Quicksilver the most, no matter how many enemies you kill, it will never recharge. Maybe that's just me, though. Where am I going, dude? Probably doesn't help that when I am using my Quicksilver, I'll have like 4 seconds of duration left and just fucking pop it again. So I'm like, I haven't pressed a button in a while. My harvest awaits. It can wait until next act. Dead end. I miss my onslaught, man. It was giving me so much extra move speed on the reg. Alright, let's see how this fight looks compared to how it looked in Slam build. On Slam build, it was a serious struggle. Alright, I know I said next 2 levels, but like, you gotta get the notable when you get a chance. Also, I never turned OBS in performance mode. Probably would have helped out with the, I mean, no. I did have a few, like, actual frame drops that weren't latency, so probably would have helped out with those. Yeah, that's real damage, as opposed to the very fake damage I was doing at this point in the Slam build. Why am I not freezing, though? It's pissing me off. Shouldn't I be freezing? Or just can, like, all unique enemies not be frozen? God. I hope not. Because that would take a lot of wind out of my sails. Oh, I accidentally healed him with the blade. Alright, let's Google it. PoE freeze. Control F. Unique. Oh no, it specifically says non-unique enemies that are killed while frozen shatter into pieces, so that implies that unique enemies can be frozen. Yeah. I guess just more bosses than I thought have immunity. I'm not super surprised. I am disappointed. Either that or I was just incredibly unlucky on the freezes there. It's possible. Or maybe I was getting fucking micro freezes because I wasn't doing enough damage to actually make it noticeable. It's also possible. There is one, like, distinguishing factor against freeze and stun, though. The fact that stun actually interrupts enemies from doing an attack, whereas freeze just stops it, and then as soon as the freeze ends, they continue doing what they were already doing. So, a freeze is kind of like delaying the inevitable, whereas a stun is actually preventing something. But still. I think freeze is probably going to be the favorite choice of that style of build, or that style of status effect at the very least, with the nerfs to stun. Assuming, like I said, I didn't actually check, but assuming they went through with the change to stun. And that unique enemies have like a cooldown on how often they can be stunned. And like a very heavy cooldown too. And I could do my ascendancy. It's probably a bad idea. I still am basically wearing rags for armor. Yeah, look at those resistances. I mean, to be fair, those resistances could be fixed at the master bench. Alright, let's stop picking up quite as many scrolls as we are.
You looking sharp?
Okay. I wish that wasn't magic. Plus, to level up socketed melee gems is pretty snasty, though. Not that I'm gonna use it. There you go. Real armor. I'll take the one with 4 sockets. Real gloves. No boots. Oh wait! Oh, no, those are horrible. Yeah, I'll just keep my boots. Oh, shit. They have more one-handed swords back here. Why do they keep these back here? That's weird. Are any of these actually good? Jagged foil. I guess could be better, yeah. Okay. Cool. I will do... Let me see, what time is it? I'll probably cut it here. But I'll do a harvest first. I'll do a harvest real quick. What can we do? Don't kill me. More frightening than it should be. The blue ones do seem to be the most dangerous. Oh. I think the danger level for me appears to be blue, and then yellow, and then pink. Change a unique, or change a, yeah, unique into a random unique armor. I mean, sure, let's check it out. That's why I got these uniques here. Up, What? Are you fucking kidding me? I have to ID the unique. Will it even let me do this? Oh, okay. Interesting. They count that as a remove-only stash tab. It's a weird way of doing that. Surely one of these I identified. Yeah, okay. There you go. What? Oh, it gives me the item. That's kind of weird. I mean, I guess technically, did that? Okay, that properly did delete that. Weird. Whatever. I don't care. It's a shield. Why am I looking so hard into it? Oh, it has glancing blows by... Okay, it is an interesting shield. Not gonna use it, for obvious reasons. Okay, so I kind of hate all of those, but maybe I could do something with the defense ones. Oh, no! First off, these aren't even ready. I'm just gonna harvest it anyways, because I don't really care about the fire ones. Those can just sit on the vine. Yo! Okay, apparently all of them are dangerous to me. Actually having to be slightly afraid of the harvest enemies. Who would have thought? Oh, what? Item level too high? Really? Okay. Item level too high? What? Okay, whatever. None of these modifiers were good anyways. Just fucking chunk them. Just chunk them. Can I even use these? Or are you gonna tell me... Target is not rare. That's fair. The resistances are nice. Probably better than the increased life right now. %4 chance to dodge attack hits. And life. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Okay. Sure. Oh, I do need sockets for my weapons, though. Well, wait. No, you changed the links. Well, actually, wait, yeah. There you go. And then I just need to change the colors, which... Damn it. I'm not that surprised that didn't work, though. Okay. I should be able to replant. I'm just gonna hope that it's taking all of the seeds appropriately this time. Sure, go ahead and replant in that one. Alright. Let me fix my body armor up real quick, and then I will end the stream. I just need one red. Not in that location. Okay, thank you. Wait, I already swapped the gloves? Yeah. Just put these in here for now, then. And just recycle this back in here. Might as well ID all of these, since now I know they have to be. And let's see what we can do for our resistances, because that's probably why I'm taking so much damage in Harvest, now that I think about it. Oops. It is probably just because of lack of res. These are tier 2, right? Yeah. Both of them need wild. Okay. I can supply that. What can we do here? What resistances do I need most? Fire. Oh, okay. Just take increased evasion rating, I guess. That's gonna boost it to level 48. Never mind. Don't take that. There you go. I'm a level 24. Go ahead. Fire res. Fire res. That's good enough. Then I'll do 1 of cold res. Nope. Oh wait, I can put movement speed on this though. Ugh. Not surprised. Oh, come on. Not surprised by that either. I guess I'll just put it on my shitty weapons. Nope. This one can actually have a damage mod. Go ahead. Already has increased fizz. Can I put added fizz? Yes. There you go. Might as well put added fizz on you. It's taking a lot of... No, I shouldn't waste so much currency on, like, shitty items. My resistances are, like, decent now. I don't care about lightning. It's not that important. I'll be fine. I'll swap... You know what? Let me see if the town has a topaz ring. Probably does. Or at the very least a 2-stone. Oops. Clarissa...
What is it?
I'm so confident I'm gonna sell in advance. Alright. Good idea, Will. Guess I'll use a coral ring. Well that was worse than expected, but it should have... Wow, it doesn't even have a suffix. Okay. And I have no scourings. That's a bad ring. What do you do when you have such a bad ring? I guess you just accept it, huh? It didn't hurt my resistances, because I had no resistances on the other one anyways. Here's what you do. You use a regal orb on this. And then... Oh, this is a bad idea. I don't really care. I don't use regal orbs in crafting that much, even though I know it's good. It's harvest, you know? Wow. Yeah, I did use my last elk. That's not wrong. Oops, wait, I don't want to double resistance. Just give me lightning resistance. The lowest roll possible. Awesome. Alright, now my resistances are fine. That's fine. I don't have to worry about those for a while. They're set. Alright, fun stream. Got to Act 3 at reasonable pace. Like, how long did didn't it take... No, it didn't take me don't tell me it took me 2 streams to get to, God, maybe it fucking did take me 2 streams to get through Act 2 last time. Embarrassing. Okay. But yeah, things have been going much better on this build. Defensively, I'm lacking, but it's just because I refuse to pick up gear, ever. Which is a bad idea on hardcore. So I should work on that. Offensively, I'm doing fine. And, I don't know. Should be good. Should be schmooving my way through. So tomorrow, I have to work, and then after work, we should be doing a race of Gunstar heroes. which will be a lot of fun. And like I said last time I mentioned it, undecided on if I'm going to stream Path of Exile after Gunstar Heroes, but I don't know, it depends on how I feel. I'm probably going to be tired as hell, but also Houston, which is where I live in Texas, did a big fuck you notice telling everybody to stay inside. So maybe I don't even go to work tomorrow. I don't know. My boss said that tentatively the answer is I should still come in, but the mall may literally close while I'm there. So we'll see. Maybe I get to go home early. Not sure. But for now, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.